I am Professor Rajesh Bhagat, working in Civil Engineering Department, YCC Nagpur. So this is water supply engineering lab. In this lab, we will carry out water analysis. So today we will perform the experiment on determination of acidity of given water sample. So aim of this experiment is to determine the acidity of given water sample. Unit of acidity is milligram per liter in terms of CaCO. Now to perform this experiment acidity, we will need glassware. By titrating method we are doing, so therefore we will need the glassware, burette stand, then different types of pipette, you can see different types of pipette, and conical flask, funnel, and measuring cylinder, and after that we will need a reagent. What reagent we will need? First reagent we will need sodium hydroxide of normality 0.02 normality. Okay, and we will need some indicator. So first indicator we will need MI indicator, that is called methyl orange indicator. We also need phenolphthalein indicator. Okay. So first, before start of the experiment, we have to fill this burette with sodium hydroxide of normality 0.02. After filling, we will take this conical flask. Okay. In this conical flask, we have to take the water. Now, so acidity should not be more. If the acidity is more than 200 milligram per liter, so that water is not, that water is not fit for the domestic purpose. So therefore we have to know the acidity of water sample. Now before performance, we have to determine the pH. There are two indicators, methyl orange indicator and phenolphthalein indicator. Now whether MI indicator is necessary or not, to know that we have to determine the pH of water sample. So you can see sir has taken the water sample. Okay. Now we are determining the pH. If the pH is less than 4.5, then we will use both the indicator, MI indicator and phenolphthalein indicator. If the pH is greater than 4.5, then we will use only one indicator, that is phenolphthalein indicator. Now this is the advanced equipment, advanced digital pH meter. You can see selection, pH, then single reading, then first reading. Now solution is put, electrode is put. Now this apparatus is taking the reading. We are waiting for the reading. Now we will get the value, whether it is less than or greater than 4.5. If the reading, if the pH is less than 4.5, we will use both the indicator. MI means methyl orange indicator and phenolphthalein indicator. Okay. If pH value of given water sample is more than 4.5, then we will use only one indicator, that is phenolphthalein indicator. So now this apparatus is taking some time. Advanced equipment, microprocessor based equipment. It can take several readings, it can store the data. You can see the name of company. See, the reading is 2.8. Okay. Now we got the value 2.8, which is less than 4.5. It means we will need both the indicator. So first we will add methyl orange indicator, and after that we will add phenolphthalein indicator. So let's come to the titrating method. First, we take the water sample, 50 ml of water sample. Now this is the conical flask. In conical flask, we have to, with the help of this funnel, we will take the 50 ml water sample. So with the help of measuring cylinder, this is the measuring cylinder where marking is there. Take only 50, exactly 50 ml of water sample, which consists some acidity. Now 50 ml is taken. We are adding into the conical flask like this. Okay. After that, we have to add indicator. Before indicator, this is the burette. In this burette, we have to add sodium hydroxide solution 0.02 normality. This is the sodium hydroxide solution. Now see the procedure how to add. You have to follow this particular procedure. In this way, we have to add NaOH, sodium hydroxide. This is already prepared. You don't need to prepare. Sir has already prepared this solution. So the bottom line, see the level, it should be on 0. So 0 is set. Now this burette is ready for the titration. Now this is burette to the burette stand. Now first indicator, how much? 6 to 7 drops. So 6 to 7 drops of methyl orange indicator is added into the conical flask where we have taken the 50 ml of water sample. Now there is a mixing. Now you can see the orange color. See the color. Now we have to titrate it. We have to add sodium hydroxide drop by drop into conical flask till the color changes to light orange or light yellow color. Now sir is adding sodium hydroxide drop by drop in a conical flask. You have to observe the color change. Color change, that is the end point. End point for first indicator, methyl orange indicator. Now slowly you have to add, observe the color change. The moment we got orange or light orange or yellow color, that will be our end point of methyl orange indicator. The moment we got light orange or yellow color, so this is, you can say, light orange color. The moment we got, now we have to add the phenolphthalein indicator. Stop and add 6 to 7 drop of phenolphthalein indicator. Now addition of 6 to 7, sometimes 8 drops. So 6 to 7 drops of phenolphthalein indicator we are adding. Okay. After addition of 6 to 7 drop of phenolphthalein indicator, again titrate with the same titrant, that is sodium hydroxide. See the color. Now again we are adding sodium hydroxide drop by drop. Now again we have to observe the color. So now this is the first reading was 10 ml. Again we are adding. Again we are continue adding. Now till the color changes to pink. Now we have to observe. See, you can observe the moment drop is adding, the color changing to pink. But we want the whole color as a pink color, not a particular portion. See the color change. Light orange, yellow to pink color. Slowly color is getting changed. We want pink color. The moment we got pink color, that will be our end point. The moment we got pink color, that will be our, see, this is a pink color. This is our end point. Now how much volume of sodium hydroxide required to get the pink color? Now see the reading. Check 14 ml. 14.1 14.1 ml amount of
13.7.
okay 13 see sir 13.8 ml 13.8 ml of sodium hydroxide is required to get the pink color, that is our end point. Now there is a simple formula. Now you have to, this is a leaflet. Okay, so this is a leaflet. In this leaflet you can see name of experiment, aim, reagent, theory, procedure. Okay, now after we perform the procedure, we perform the reading. Now you have to note down. Where you will note down? So this is a hand written table, observation table. You already written the manual in chemistry. The same way we have to write down the experiment in journal. Okay. Observation table. Again serial number, name of sample, then volume of NaOH required for first indicator, then again second indicator, and total amount of NaOH required. Okay. Now volume of water sample we have taken 50 ml and volume of NaOH required 13.8 or 13.8 ml. Okay. Now see the table. there is a formula. Now you have noted down the NaOH required. Now there is a formula. How will you calculate the acidity? Acidity of given water sample in milligram per liter in terms of COCO3. Total volume of NaOH required. Whatever is our end point, some 13.8 ml. So take it as it is into. There is 1000 into 50. Okay. Into 0.02. That is fixed. No need to change it. That is fixed. Divided by volume of sample. How much volume of sample we have taken? 50 ml. So therefore, this is reading is different. In this, these are the printed. Already we performed last year. So these are those reading. So today we perform that different reading. Okay. So here volume of NaOH is 9.4. But now we performed, we got 13.8 ml. So you have to put 13.8 ml in place of this 9.4. So in this place, 13.8 ml into 50 into 1000 into 0.02. Okay. Now what is this 50? What is this 1000? What is this 0.02? We have taken the sodium hydroxide of normality 0.02. Therefore this is a 0.02. Okay. Now again, what is this 50? So you know CaCO3, equivalent weight of CaCO3 is 50. Therefore 50 is taken. Okay. And divided by 50. What is 50? Volume of water sample. So if you calculate it, you will get the answer in milligram per liter in terms of COCO3. For volume of NaOH 9.4, you will get 188. Similarly, for 13.8 ml, if you calculate, you also get some value more than this. Okay. So that will be your acidity of given water sample. That is, acidity should not be more than 200.